Hello, we're back to this episode of Patch Vlogs. We are currently driving down McCausland Avenue, and yeah, you can tell the weather's, well, it's cloudy and rainy and yucky and cold.
Oh, it's still beautiful. When it rains in Missouri, typically, it rains all the time, and it goes from like hours and hours. So it's actually been nice that it actually did rain, yes, but it actually has stopped temporarily, which is not like St. Louis or Missouri at all. Now, that's just me. I know when I grew up and it was the summertime, it rained, and when it rained all day long. So maybe it's changed since I've grown up, but that's how I look at it. But yeah, you see the historical houses here. I mean, it's just incredible. You don't get this in Florida.
Nope, I mean, no, you don't.
Maybe you do if there's a historical aspect, but not really in the real city. Like, this is very cultural to me.
You see the brick houses, and yeah, these houses have been around
since like the teens of the 1900s. Because 1900s. Mom mentioned that the house that we are staying in, Grandma's house, was built in it's 92 years old.
Yeah, or was it like 1950, 1914, something like that?
1916, well, no, like 26, 27. But yeah, keep on facing it. We're good to go.
Good to go.
We'll come back with you guys soon as Paddles
and Patches.
Pods out.
Pods out. Hello, we are back.
And here is the History Museum.
And we are just about here. We are at the History Museum, and there it is. Ha ha ha. Would you believe it? And that is what it looks like. Isn't it huge?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so we are here, and pretty soon we're going to be inside, and we're going to video everything as much as we can. Because, as we said before, it'll be my second time there. And for Katie, number 30, I think you said.
I don't know.
Here's the other side of it. Part of the outside. And, yeah, from last year, there's going to be a lot more exhibits, like new exhibits. Comparing to the ones from last year. But, it's definitely going to be a big experience, and it's certainly going to be a lot of fun. So we will see you very soon. As for Patches
and Paddles,
Pods out.
Pods out. Here it is, folks, the History Museum for St. Louis, Missouri. There's some flags.
Yes. Also, not sure you can see it, people, but there's also the Jefferson Memorial. I wonder why, you ask. Well, a little history thing for you. Thomas Jefferson is the reason why Missouri is one of the states, because we bought Missouri along with Louisiana, everything part of Louisiana Purchase.
Oh, think of the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, thanks to the French. We paid like got it for $15 million, thanks to Napoleon Bonaparte. So, yeah, it's a big reason why Thomas Jefferson is a big influence here in St. Louis. Of course, $15 million back then was quite a bit of money.
Probably now it's like 15 trillion.
I don't know what the equivalent is, but yeah, quite a bit.
All right.
So, we were just recently talking about Thomas Jefferson, and would you believe it, there he is in statue form. Yes, the third president of our United States, as we are inside the Missouri History Museum, and oh, what could that be? That big giant plane. I'm not sure if it's the spirit of St. Louis, but yes, that is a plane here in the museum. And there's Paddles.
Oh, hi.
And yeah, we're ready to go. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
I'll record you, because this is your domain.
Oh, yeah.
All right, tour guide Andrew, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Okay. So we're about to enter first the Civil Rights Exhibit, the African American Freedom Struggle in St. Louis. And believe it, it was, I mean, throughout the entire, for much of the country, it was never easy for African Americans. You can see the giant screen here. Here's the exhibit. Here's the exhibit. We got a poster right there. It's only the tip of the iceberg, ladies and gentlemen.
Since as everybody knows, Patches does history on our channel, so we had to go to the History Museum.
So here's some posters here. Second, 1964.
Wow.
#1 city in civil rights. It was all thanks to Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was president at that time, who of course enacted the Civil Rights Act. And a lot of African Americans in St. Louis were very, very relieved for that. But there's still a lot of hate going on, unfortunately. So, I mean, still have to deal with it, but we'll always keep on fighting, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Always fight for equality.
Yep. Harriet Tubman. Harriet Scott.
Everybody scoot out this way. Don't fight.
We have a little conversation behind us.
Who's here for your
1890.
In fact, I'm very leery of it. But what does it give? At the end of the day, it just leaves a bunch of different cars, a bunch of perfect humans.
Look at this. St. Louis, the oldest black-owned operated business in Missouri. St. Louis Argus. That's crazy. And a lot of we have a lot of sit-ins, and no one else supposed to record anybody. So let's get over this. Now the next exhibit, we're going to Route 66, Main Street through St. Louis. Yes, Route 66, the classic highway. The classic highway that leads right to the heart of the nation.
Veterans Memorial Bridge, Martin Luther King Bridge.
Yeah, I believe that's still standing. Yep. Over as the toll bridge in 1951, as it said before. And, of course, in 1972, it was renamed for Dr. Martin Luther King. And the toll booths were dismantled in 1987. And the popular street bridge
We've been there.
opened in 1967. Yes, we have been there, believe it or not. So I was walking through. Not sure if you've been to the Rocks Bridge. Yeah. And here's what I was trying to mention. Navigating the Route 66 for St. Louis.
This is 1926, the original. 1929.
Would you believe? Wow. As you can see on the map, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California. That was the key to the West Coast.
If you see like that, there's like a fact there.
It's amazing how technology has really,
Enhanced. But look, make sure people can read that.
Oh yeah. That's the red line between 1926 and 1928. There's only one bridge.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Next one. What can we select next, Paddles?
1929 original.
1929.
And then here's this.
The Free Bridge added toll-free choice across Mississippi River to St. Louis.
Alright, ready?
Ready. 1933. repaved Watson Road and making a main pathway for Route 66.
And Arsenal Street, we know Arsenal Street.
Oh, will you look at that? Arsenal Street. That's right by where the house we're living, or not living, but staying here right now.
Where Mama Ellen and Papa Bob.
Oh yeah. 1936, drivers could use a chain of Roxbridge and pick one of the two options it offered. Then shows how the Interstate 20 was built.
270, you mean?
Oh,
Ready?
did I say 270 or 2 what?
You said 20.
Oh, oops, sorry. And next is there's a city part. The city part. Right here.
One option for drivers crossing the chain of Roxbridge was to meander through the city.
They would take Riverview Drive south, making several twists and turns, and heading west on Gravois Avenue to Chippewa Street and Watson Road. 1955.
Mom and Dad, well,
They
10
weren't
years old
actually.
and 7.
Yeah, they weren't actually. Oh yeah, they were born. Never
Yeah,
mind.
I was born in 1945, Mom was 1948.
Yeah. Veterans Memorial Bridge provided travelers with another choice for entering St. Louis. This route would place them on the 3rd Street Expressway. Huh. And finally, 1967, which of course, quick fact, the Cardinals won the World Series.
The Poplar
Yeah.
Street Bridge offered another free alternative for Route 66 travelers. And Mother Road's last decade, drivers could cross into St. Louis and connect with Interstate 55 south and exit Gravois. Here they would connect to the historic path of Gravois Avenue, Chippewa Street, and Watson Road. That's it for that.
So that's it for Route 66 on the very cool screen there. But here are the regular maps here. There's always markings and stuff. I mean, that's basically all the old school stuff. And here it's the old classic US 66. Nat King Cole, rest in peace. Because it was him that sang the song "Get Your Kicks" on Route 66. Ooh, what does he show next? Holy cow! Look at this. Not a Model T, but oh yeah, this is a classic right here.
I know our great grandparents have had a car like this.
Oh yeah, and of course I believe your family's actually was born into cars.
Yes.
That's amazing. And oh, the Grapes of Wrath. Yep. Hey, Paddles, I want to ask you a question.
What?
What's some of your favorite burger joints here? I mean, wasn't there a burger joint where we live, kinda? I don't know. Oh, would you look at that? What could that be possibly? Let's find out.
Imagine this, a 5-cent burger and a 10 cents for shake. I would be a really happy person. But then again, this might be a long time ago, so. The cool thing is, 1948, Mom was only 2 months old exactly when this happened.
2? With 2?
She was 2 months old when the first Steak and Shake in St. Louis came about.
That's wait.
2 months old.
December. Wasn't she born in September?
September 4th, so it's 3 months old.
3 months. Oh,
Okay.
Sorry for the confusion,
3
people.
months old.
Yeah.
Still, for a 3-month-old for that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, here's the old Steak and Shake sign. Way back in the day. And they don't use those anymore, I don't think. But here's a classic coffee mug. But yes. Steak and Shake still has a place in our hearts. And here's about Ted Drew's.
And there's history.
They were off in 1929. Let's take a look at this. Is it working? Can't really hear it, but
No, but I think that's pretty cool.
yeah, it is. Oh, of course, Ted Drew's will be there very soon. Just gotta make an appointment. We'll tell you the reason why we love Ted Drew so much.
Go ahead, you can say that.
I love baseball helmets, including the ice cream helmet ones. I'm trying to get all 30
And yes,
teams.
he is a dork.
Okay, we are now in the 1904 World's Fair exhibit. And the World Fair was, of course, practically well ahead of its time.
Ready for this, people? This is
And-
what I would have to wear when I was pushing Natalie in 1904.
Yeah. Check out these dresses and the suit I would have to wear. Yeah, that was practically the fashion for the early 1900s. And of course, you can see the McKay Powers carriage. I'm not sure you can see it because it's so dark in here. But there it is. Here's some, oh, look at this. Look at this. You got Chinese knee-hole desk.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow, they had that in the World's Fair. Goes had to find China. And more we'll be showing you in a minute. Next, we just gotta be careful with a certain sculpture. But that's just
No, we're good.
we're good. Yeah,
Ready?
ready.
Hello, it's Patches for vlogs.
And me, Patches.
So here you go, Matt. Your day. And the 19th World Fair costed $10. I just added up my total. It was $3.55, which is a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
So $10 in 1904 is $200 today. So that's like whoa.
Big whoa. And of course, I'm no math genius, so I don't know how to calculate through that. So,
It would probably be like $50-$60 for me.
oh.
That's a lot.
Pretty
of money.
close to that, yeah. You can see, oh, there's another how it costs how much? A little wheel thing here. In those 4 days at $2 per day. Jeez, it's like a
Admission for 4
very
day
160.
$200.
Yeah, that's the equivalent. Very crazy, very crazy.
Huh, hotel, 4 nights inside, and $4 per night, $16, $320 per day. Yousers.
Crazy. And look to our right, there's a giant Ferris wheel. Probably what it looked like at the time. This is just a replica. And look at the beautiful violin we have here. Look at this, and nice little painting. Where was this? Oh, that was. Oh, this is made by Ernest Dunning. Yeah, I do a lot of work on him. There's a commemorative violin.
It's beautiful.
See the insignia right there.
There's the little.
And oh, the third Olympiad. Does that mean the Olympics were in St. Louis? Probably not, but. And some more beautiful paintings. What the World's Fair looked like. I mean, you had the big buffalo statue. You had all the people frolic around. All these boats. Just, this is what fun was in 1904. Yeah. More artifacts here. And your classic vintage camera. Nice. Okay, just one survey in this part. That was the vision of the World's Fair back in 1903. There's the shovel, the axe, and the spick that they used to mark it. And yeah, as I said, it was constructed back in 1903. And that is not the present, I don't think. But yeah, this was the beginning of the World's Fair. But now we're about to leave the exhibit and onward to the next one. Stay tuned.
Pods up.
Boom.
And we are back. We took a little quick lunch break, and now we're back to doing the vlogs. As always, this is Paddles, and that is
Hi.
Patches. Right there, you see the Spirit of St. Louis plane, which I absolutely love. So now it's on to, let's see, that's 1904 to 2000. Let's do 1704.
Wow.
1904. So that's what it says. Current 1764 to 1904. Before Patches and I was definitely born. this is the cool thing. You really can't get an extreme about that because obviously it's way too big, but that is a massive cartwheel. Now you're wondering, cartwheel? Like the gymnastics things? No, people. The wheel that people use, like, how the carriages and their horses. This thing is massive. I mean,
Now-
just going and just going like this, it's like, whoa, it's bigger than me and Andrew.
Yeah. Now, I mentioned before how I was thanking Thomas Jefferson for getting Missouri from the French because, well, it was settled by the French. The French settled here in Missouri and throughout that part of Louisiana Purchase. And so there's a lot of French history.
What about Lewis and Clark?
Also Lewis and Clark as well. Thank you for pointing that out too. See, paddles does have some history as well.
Right? Yeah. William and Clark and Meriwether Lewis. I did a report about them. Again, with another thing of fashion, one of the reasons why I'm glad I was born in the 20th century is I could wear pants and not actually have to wear a dress all the time.
Oh yeah. Look at this china here.
Wow. Original wedding clothes for this. Wow. Okay. That's what were worn in 1700s and the 1900s, Andrew.
That's. See, I told you there's still a lot of French history here in St. Louis.
Well, that's what Missouri is French.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Here's a painting from 1837.
Wow. This might be like a 3-part video because there's a lot of content.
A lot of content.
But yeah, I mean, there's Patches again. Place where people do their portraits.
Wow.
I think
So this
this looks like that might be a long old mirror.
picture. There it is. Now look at these. Now let's take a look at this. Sorry, paddles.
You're welcome, Pat. Your friend Patches.
Got some old notes, banknotes here,
Okay.
and
I'll look at those big notes when I come back.
guns.
Sorry, folks, we don't have to show you some history. Some of when you go hunting. Nice buffalo head. Here's some banknotes like he was talking about.
What else did you show us? Okay, now we're at the kids' place, and here's Paddles.
Hi. So I'd like
little-
to say thank you to Lee Walters for letting us record us in this facility. It's wonderful. So there's this thing called Kids Place where you basically put things. So of course I would definitely put an old car in that house.
Oh yeah.
Very vintage classic.
Mm-hmm.
Heirloom furniture, yes, because we do have heirlooms.
We do.
Newspaper clippings. Yeah, if there's significant things that happens.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Of course, family photographs.
Oh yeah, you got to have that.
Alright, now here comes the fun thing. Quilts. Believe it or not, I actually have a quilt, so definitely get a vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
Toys. I would think TV shows and books is considered a toy for me.
Oh, yeah.
The game systems we have.
Uh-huh.
All kinds of stuff. Also, our children's future. When we have future.
Oh, yeah.
We have children in the future. Here's their toys. Alright, so now we're on to income taxes, which we definitely need to have.
Oh yeah.
Yearbooks have.
Yeah, we do have.
Passport, yep, if we're going to different countries, we're going to have to do that.
I'll do that, yeah.
So let's put that there, that there. Maybe you're not supposed to do that, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, personal letters. Yes, because Patches gave me lots of notes and letters
Oh, yeah.
in our early days, so definitely want to keep that.
Definitely keep that.
Wedding and tuxedo. I do have my wedding dress. But tuxedo, Andrew just
I rented it, yeah.
No shame. A lawnmower, we have that.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling shirt. Believe it or not, I actually still have a bowling shirt from my league I was in.
Oh, wow.
So I guess I have to put that in there.
Yeah.
Baseball glove. We do have a baseball glove.
Yes, we do.
Recipe box. Yes.
We do have that.
And
Dog tags
dog
for...
tags. We
yeah.
do have dog tags. And that's that. I guess we can also say, like, if Patches and I go become the league, he'll keep his bowling shirt from our league.
Yeah, definitely.
So there's that.
Yep.
And another baseball glove for all
Yeah,
of
there
us.
you go.
And there
Perfect.
we go. Because we have some quilts. We already have a recipe box. So we'll have with us a passport, 2 passports for Patches and I, quilts, toys, a car, furniture. Because we have a sofa from Mama Carol and Papa Roy.
Oh, yeah?
And I also one from Mama
Ellen and Papa Bob.
Newspaper clippings. We have some.
Mm-hmm.
Photo and family photographs. Lots and lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, our taxes returns, our yearbooks, wedding. Of course, the lawnmower because it's with grass.
Yeah.
But this looks like our house.
Yeah, it does.
Plus a lot more.
A lot more.
So, thank you for watching Paddles do a little demonstration. Next is going to be Patches' demonstration for you. And we're back. Patches is going to give a whack at it. So it says homes in this kid's place. It says, in their homes, St. Lucians provided for themselves as well as for the larger community. For the earliest residents of St. Louis, home meant things, work site, physical shelter, gathering place. But by the late 1800s, this tiny village had grown to a complex metropolis of 500,000 people. As the city grew, home became increasingly separated from the places where people worked and socialized or worshiped. St. Lucians worked to make those homes secure and private refuges from the cares of the urban world. Yet, despite the city's growing size and complexity, many people still carried out the most basic task of sustaining a community within the home. Here, records were kept, clothing sewn, bread baked, taxes paid, and babies birthed. So now, that's a little thing right there. Now it's on to you, Patches.
Thanks, Paddles. As you can see behind you, we have the classic bucket with something I believe you wash your clothes in.
Yeah, we'll look at that when you're
Telephone
finished.
too. But now it's my turn to do all the building here. So, pick out your car. We definitely have a car. Newspaper clippings, definitely need those. Heirlooms, you gotta have these because, you know, they're really special, particularly to make them last a long time.
Plus, then you can tell your kids that this was your grandparents. What?
But, yeah. Here's quilts. Gotta have that. Let's see. In the garage, you have your lawnmower.
Of course.
Lawnmower. Got your baseball gloves, your other sports stuff. Bowling shirts here. Put that maybe in a full case when you're older. Let's see. Also, taxes. Death, life, and taxes, right?
Yeah.
Here's toys for the kids.
And for the adults.
And for the adults. Can't ever have enough toys, right?
No, you cannot.
Your dog tags that our kids currently wear. Our wedding dress and tuxedo, as Paddle said, mine was rented. So
If we do renew our wedding vows, maybe we'll have the money for an extra suit.
it's okay. We have yearbooks.
Yes. That's a necessity.
That's a big necessity. Passports. Well, there we go. Definitely need passports whenever we need to travel. If you can fit it in there,
We should make room for like the photo album.
Oh, the photo album is where? Oh, you're absolutely right.
No. What you can do is just move the passport.
Yeah.
That way. There you go.
There we go.
No. I think you had enough room.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
And what else we got? Personal letters.
Yes.
Definitely had the personal letters.
Your bowling shirt.
Bowling shirt was right there.
What about for you?
And we put a recipe box. No, we didn't.
No.
So.
And another baseball glove.
Voila.
That's how Patches designed it.
Oh yeah. So I did my best. Yeah, we're back. Here's.
Paddles again. Right now we're at the Reflections Protocol from 1904 to 2000.
Yeah, the new millennium. Right there.
Kind of like a symbol what the arch looks like.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna touch it, don't worry. So, what do we have here, Katie? Or Paddles?
Just look at some sports memorabilia.
Oh, what? Oh, hello. There's some sports gear here. Oh, this is. Oh, right. This is like old St. Louis Cardinals stuff. Starting lineup. Remember starting lineup, right? Definitely remember that. Because me and pals, we actually have starting lineup figures, but not baseball. Yeah, but most of these artifacts are from the old Busch Stadium, and we'll show you that in a little bit. Actually,
Here's something that'll be really fun.
would you look at the little park stuff? And look at these softball and baseballs. Holy cow! That was now that's a stick bat.
So, if there's
I'm sorry.
about Patch Design's history, the number 21 very suits us. And look at the numbers.
21. I know the one's faded, but
It's still essence of
yep.
this. So there's the seats. We're at like a museum baseball game. Hi.
Hi.
So now let's actually have some fun. Ready for this, folks?
Yeah, definitely. So I got distracted by all the old baseball. Oh, look at this, Katie. Look. I mean paddles. So here's some more St. Louis baseball stuff. Many people forget about the St. Louis Browns, and they were in the American League. A lot of cities actually had two teams when they had the money for it. There's the painting of Stan Musial, who was probably one of the best Cardinals player ever.
Here's a question. For a little sports history, I'm going to be your host right now. For Paddles at You. Ready?
Ooh, go for it.
Okay. St. Louis Sports Challenge. Take this St. Louis Sports Challenge and test your knowledge of St. Louis sports events and personalities.
Oh boy.
Ready?
Yeah.
0 to 4, you get stuck on the bleachers. From 5 to 8, cheer from the terrace. 9 to 12, lounge on the long log seats. And 13 to 16, welcome to the club box.
Oh my.
So ready, Andrew? Your first question is, in what year did the first baseman Tom Austin become the first African American player for the Cardinals?
1953. Holy cow! I got on the first guess. Wow, that was a guess.
Nice job.
Okay.
From which city did the football Cardinals move in 1960?
Oh, that's easy. Chicago. Yes. That's 2.
How many consecutive National League batting titles did Rogers Hornsby win while playing for the Cardinals?
This is going to be a long shot. I'll say 8.
6.
1920,
1920,
1925. Wow.
You were 2 off, not too bad.
Not too bad. Okay.
Which Italian-American game resembling bowling is played in St. Louis's Hill neighborhood?
No idea.
Bocce.
Bocce ball. Bocce ball.
In 1931, which St. Louis Cardinal won the first National League Most Valuable Player Award?
Stan Musial?
Frankie Frisch. Which former St. Louis Hawks guard was elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame as both a player and a coach?
I have no clue.
Lenny
Wilkens. I never would have guessed that.
Name the most successful professional golfer to come from the St. Louis area.
Do you know it, Katie? Hale Irwin. Never heard of him.
During what 3 consecutive years did the Blues play for and lose the Stanley Cup?
That's an easy one. 1968, 1969, and 1970.
And who they lose to in the Stanley Cup?
They lost to the Canadiens and the Bruins. If I'm correct.
Well, you got the 1968, so got 3. Name 2 of the 4 professional soccer teams that have played in St. Louis since 1970. You're supposed to look at yourself and you're looking at like,
no idea.
Stars, Steamers, Storm, and Ambush.
I would not know.
Look at
I never would have known.
which well-known NBC broadcaster began his career at the KMOX in St. Louis?
Vin Scully?
Bob
Bob
Costas.
Costas. Oh.
I actually knew that. He knows Spirit basketball games. For which speedy former Negro League star is a street named in St. Louis?
No idea.
James Cool Papa Bell.
Which? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Which East St. Louis track star won 3 Olympic gold medals?
No idea.
Jackie Joyner Kersey.
I didn't know she was in from the same. Oh.
She also compiled 20 heptathlon records. All right.
This is an easy one.
Name the Rams running back who gained an NFL record for 2,429 total yards in the 1999.
I would say Marshall Faulk.
Yep, he gained more than 1,000 yards both rushing and receiving.
Wow.
Plus, he was on the cover of 2003 Madden NFL, which
Oh.
was my favorite Madden game.
Also, yeah. Women's volleyball team from which area?
That's mine.
I have no idea.
The
No
women's
idea.
volleyball team from which area university won 6 consecutive NCAA Division III championships?
No idea. Washington University.
Which former St. Louis Blue is the team career leader in goals scored?
Brett Hull. Hey, I was right. How'd you know?
Good job. I actually have his starting line figure too.
Oh, awesome. And look, there's Brett Hull stuffed thing there.
Yep. When did the modern Browns play their first game in St. Louis?
I would say 1914.
1902. But their
Ugh.
earliest game was 1875. So you got 5. So you can cheer from the terrace.
Hey, there you go. Okay. And as you can see, this is where the St. Louis Hawks and the St. Louis Blues used to play in the St. Louis Arena. That was pretty massive back then. And of course, there was the inside. There's some more Blues memorabilia, and when the Rams Super Bowl, and of course, when the Cardinals used to play in St. Louis. They now, of course, are in Arizona. Okay, and now we're moving on to the next video. Pods out. Okay, we're back now. This time we're in. Oh, where are we now?
This is basically voting and stuff for the city that makes things better.
Oh yeah, this is basically the infrastructure.
Alright, so it says, how would you vote? In 1923, voters in St. Louis decided whether or not the city should spend money on a large number of buildings and improvements. Left to find out, St. Louisians voted for the following proposition. So it's my turn. Since Patches did sports, I'll do this.
Okay.
Proposition 1, build and widen streets. I say yes.
Yes.
And yes, it was.
There you go.
I answered you and asked me the questions.
Okay. So next, Proposition 2, build a public plaza opposite Union Station.
I said yes.
That is a yes. 76% voted yes. Number 3, repave streets and highways. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's a yes. 82% voted. Number 4, install an electric street lighting system. Yes,
Yes.
or no? Yes. 8 million. Jeez. Number 5, Build a new courthouse.
Yes.
That's a yes. Build public sewers. That's
yes.
obvious. Yes, yes. Number 7, cover the river de Prairie.
I'll say yes.
Yeah, that's a yes.
So the first 4 I got, no, first 7 I got them right.
Yes, yes, you did. Number 8, buy land for public parks.
Yes.
That's a yes. Number 9, build public parks.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Number 10, build an aquarium in Forest Park.
That's a yes.
That's a yes. Ever been to the aquarium yet?
Not sure.
Build a city power plants.
Yes.
That's a yes. Build public hospitals. That's an
Yes.
easy one. No brainer there. 86%. Build a municipal auditorium.
Yes.
Yep. Build Memorial Plaza and Soldiers Memorial.
Yes.
Salute to all the veterans out there.
Thank you for your service.
Now, for the last 7, build new firehouses.
Yes.
That's a yes. Build bridges.
Obviously, yes.
Oh, yeah. Build an approach to the west end of the municipal bridge.
I'll say yes.
That's a yes. Build an approach to the east end of the municipal bridge. Sorry.
Yes.
Wow. Build a National Guard armory.
Yes. Oh, did not.
What? It didn't.
It did not. The million
What?
people proposed did not pass.
65.7% voted yes, but it needed at least 66.667%. Wow.
Proposition 20, rebuild public markets. I say yes.
Yes.
And finally, our number 21,
Yep. Our
Aye.
number. Hi.
improve waterworks systems. Yes. So of all of them, it was just number 19 that had no.
Yeah, always need those 2/3. Definitely. Always need those 2/3. As you can see, here's the rest of the what we have here.
Okay. Pod out. And we're back. There's Patches, and there is me, Paddles. Quick thing before Andrew gives you our last tour of the museum, I saw something interesting. Women vote now in Wyoming, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, Washington, and California. Suffrage for Missouri. That was 1914. So that's interesting. So the next thing we're going to do is going to be about the military, and I thought Patches could tell you about it more. My grandfather, well, my uncle was in the Navy, my father was in the Army, and I have friends in the Air Force and Marines and the Coast Guard, so all over the place.
Yeah, my grandfather was also in the military as well.
So there you go. So you can talk about this.
Okay, so definitely, St. Louis was definitely one of the areas in the country in which all our technology for the guns, the tanks, one of the parts where it was built, and certainly for the posters as well, and where they're donating money for the war chest to supply all our stuff to get to Europe. So this was back in 1943. Give them 2 days' pay and went to our war chest.
Nice.
And certainly,
You see other stuff here, like for Marines, and then here's the Navy.
you got some World War I stuff here.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not good with
We
guns,
don't
but
normally
here's some-
condone
this
weapons,
is-
but if this is about history, then we're going to show it.
This is a German helmet. It's a German MG 08 Spandau machine gun. Now, these are huge.
My grandparents are German, Dutch, and Irish, so that's very fascinating. Now this is something that's very awesome. Women in World War II. This was their uniform they were serving.
And what is it? WASP? What it was called?
Yeah.
Women's Air Force, or I forgot what it's pronounced. Or is it really
It's one's Army or
We're Women's Air Force Service Pilots.
There you
Okay.
go. If you watched Army Wives, they did like an episode in the 1940s, and Catherine Bell, who's the Army wife, was the WASP soldier, and her husband was the one who worked in the restaurant business, but he was also in the military as well. So this is pretty cool, and see a lot of fun stuff. This is what you wore if you worked on the aircraft or any kind of mechanical engineering.
Yeah, that's a very dirty job.
Very awesome uniform, though. Very highly respected.
Yeah,
But that's really about it. I mean,
and here's a Purple Heart. Of course, you haven't seen a Purple Heart, what it looks like. That's that right there. Of course, it's given to
Medal of Honor.
given to soldiers who, of course, were hurt in war and just gave their entire life to save their companions. You got some photos from their men in Korea, Vietnam. Here's what is this, Air Force? Yes, this is the Air Force right here.
Beautiful. Wonderful medals. But that's it for Patches and Paddles for the History Museum.
That's all.
Thank you so much for watching our first vlog for our chapter. This is going to be split up into 4 segments probably because we don't know how long this video is going to be.
Oh yeah.
So as always, me Paddles.
Me Patches.
Bye.
Bye.